Hi YouTube, welcome to the summary of my 9th week of my 4th year in medical school. So I'm going to try to keep this really brief since I'm realizing a lot of these videos are pretty much the same thing. This is my second month in a row of family medicine, so I'll try to keep this brief. And I only worked for 3 days last week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. My doctor had off Thursday and Friday since she was in a wedding, and pretty much the weekend as well. So I ended up going on a little mini vacation with my family up at their cabin. So that was really fun. But to start off with, we had clinic, which is usually 8. We start seeing patients at 8, and then our last patient's, I think, scheduled at 4. So usually we're done around 5. And then if you have patients in the hospital, it's really nice. Our clinic is attached to the hospital, or the hospital's attached to the clinic. And so you can do your rounds on your inpatients starting at 7:45 or 7:30, depending how many patients you have, and then walk down to the clinic, and it's really easy and simple. And then also this week she did nursing home rounds. I think she does that about every month or every other month or something, maybe every other month. And it's great. She heads out there and sees the patients that need to be seen, and they come in, and there's a nurse who does the vitals, and you talk with them and go over things, and then you see the next patient, and the next, and you can go through those pretty quickly. And I think I've said this before, but like, this is why I love family medicine, is because I love kids, I love delivering babies, I love, taking care of diabetes and preventative medicine and all that, but then I love geriatrics too. Like, I know that sounds silly, but I seriously, I love old people. Like, they sometimes have the funniest thing to say, and even if they're like cranky and, I don't know, cantankerous, I love it. So that was fun. And John ended up coming down. He's in a different town, I want to say about 2 hours away, and he was working some odd hours kind of on the weekends, and so he came down late Monday night after a shift and didn't work until Thursday, and so he stayed until Wednesday, which was great. I worked, and he worked on his personal statements and worked on his ARIS application while I was at work. And my doctor that I'm with, took us out to lunch one afternoon, so that was fun to catch up with her. John hadn't seen her in a few months, so that was really nice. And then I headed out on Wednesday night to head back up to my hometown. And Thursday I got to help my little sister. She's going to be a sophomore in college, and she's moving into her very first apartment, and so she needs like furniture and bedding and everything, so I got to help her. We went with our mom to IKEA and also Target, and got to look around and help her make some decisions on things, so that was really fun. I'm so happy I got to be part of that. Sometimes in med school you miss out on things like that. I missed out on her first, getting her ready for college, because I was getting ready for rotations, or I'd started my first rotation at that time last year. So I was just really happy I could spend some family time and do that. And then my mom, dad, and I, just us three, we went up to their cabin, and it was fabulous. I just pretty much relaxed the whole weekend. My goal was to really get an idea of what I wanted to say in my personal statement. That's the hardest thing for me when it comes to writing something. I can't sit at a computer and start typing and delete. I hate that. And so I need everything planned out pretty much in my head or on scraps of paper, and then I can sit down and type it up. The least amount of time I can spend at the computer, the better. For me, it's important to figure out what I want to start with, where I want to go, and I can kind of do that all in my head. So I did that, which was really fun. I think what really helped is every morning I would get up about 7:30, get a cup of coffee, and then my parents have a little bonfire area on the side of their cabin outside, and it's like overlooks the lake. They're facing towards where the sun rises, and it is awesome. My dad would make a fire, and then I'd just sit out there and either read my book or think of what I wanted to say in my personal statement, or just think about life. I mean, it was just so relaxing. So that was really fun. It was just fun to hang out with my parents too. I get to be an only child for the weekend, and that was fun. I mean, of course I miss John, but it was nice. It was just us. But John ended up working a bunch of night shifts, which is new for him. I don't think he's ever really worked night shifts. So Thursday night he worked, Friday night, Saturday night, and also Sunday night. And I mean, I think they were like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. type shifts. So I know he struggles with being able to sleep when it's light out, so he did not get much sleep between those days. But now he is now done with that. His last late night shift was Sunday night, or night shift was Sunday night. So yeah, we did that Sunday morning. We drove back, and then I drove toward the town John's in. John's at a place that has a residency program, and they did a little residency dinner with some residents and other applicants that were interested in the program. And it was just really fun to be able to talk with them and ask them any questions we had. We had a really nice dinner. We had like homemade fajitas. They were awesome. So yeah, that was like our first real residency type event, which is really exciting. And then I drove another 2 hours to where I'm at now on Sunday night. So yeah, that was my week. But that's about it. I'll let you guys know how next week goes. Hope you're all doing well.